This group's philosophy is if you're not part of certain races, you will eventually be their slave. But leaders say they are not a hate group because they claim they don't hurt anyone.
Mosaic Christ bless! Salute! Down!
Preaching on the streets, spreading their message worldwide.
We love our people. That's why we come up here every week.
And now setting up a church and school in Las Vegas.
We're not fooled by the American philosophy that we love everybody. No. We understand who our enemies are through the Bible. That's the wisdom that we have through the Bible.
And the enemies are?
The enemies are the other nations. That's who the enemy is.
That's anyone who's not part of the 12 tribes referred to in the Old Testament, according to this local leader.
Christ was a so-called black man that looks like us. Yes, we
Gabar Ben Israel, known as Officer Gabar at Israel United in Christ, or IUIC, says only certain races are welcome to worship here.
So-called black people, Caribbeans, our people scattered throughout the world, so-called Hispanics and Native American Indians. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
As for other races?
The other nations are going to be our slaves in the kingdom.
So I will be your slave?
Yes, according to the Bible.
Although I'm not part of the 12 tribes, I was welcome here for this report. IUIC officially opened a location on Sahara, blocks from the Strip, in May.
This country is not here to help us. It's not here to lift us up. It's here to destroy us.
That's what's being preached in southern Nevada neighborhoods. Officer Gabar, who lives here, says he's been a member of IUIC for 3 years after leaving a Christian church, and more than 30 people have joined him here.
I was in church 40 years not knowing who I was. I still thought I was black. Black is a color in the crayon box. But we are the Israelites, according to the Bible.
And for many questions during this interview,
17
Officer Gabar
and 14
replied with a verse.
Psalms 28 and 7, Leviticus 19:17. Give me Deuteronomy 4.
And I asked for an explanation.
But what does that mean?
That means that all the other nations that came up against us, sold us into slavery, that are oppressing us, they're going to be slaves in the kingdom. And we're going to be the ruling people in the kingdom under Christ.
How does that not divide people right now?
That's a good question. The Most High God was never about bringing everybody together. He was always about separation.
The Southern Poverty Law Center, which dubs itself as an anti-hate not-for-profit, identifies IUIC as a black separatist hate group, typically wanting separate institutions, opposing integration, and anti-white and anti-Semitic.
They're not the real Jews. We are the real Jews.
Still, Officer Gabar insists IUIC is no hate group and violence is never incited.
We're pushing love of our people by keeping God's commandments in the faith of Christ. That way we can build a nation. That way when I see my brother in the street, I don't see I see Christ. Don't think of yourselves only.
But at a service here, he says security is ready to keep out anyone who doesn't belong.
He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted. Who's the brokenhearted? Our people.
Here are some rules according to Officer Gabar. IUIC pushes two-parent homes, only marriage between a man and a woman, and no sex before marriage. If that happens, a member is kicked out. He calls that whoredom. No smoking cigarettes, no alcohol to get drunk or illegal drug use, no soup kitchens offered. It's up to an individual to help themselves, and no interracial relationships. Denise.
So, Vanessa, considering their feelings about America or any kind of patriotism, do any of them believe in voting?
Officer Gabar says they are not encouraged to vote.
Really? Interesting. All right, Vanessa, thanks.